A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died. Her good friend Kimora Simmons appearing inconsolable at the house.
Have these constant attacks is just kind of crazy. I'm just not going to tolerate this from someone who's not on the streets walking around every day.
Is it true that Diddy broke Kim Porter's nose on that yacht and had to fly somebody in to fix it?
I do believe so. I wish I could go a little further into that, but I don't want to compromise where I got the information from.
I hope that the public can kind of decipher some of these things and some of this, bull.
Kimora Simmons finds herself caught in a dangerous web after reportedly exposing shocking new evidence on Kim Porter's mysterious death.
Things can be, proven with receipts. I love receipts, so folks can always go and get receipts and show over the years.
What did she discover about the death of Diddy's ex that's putting her life on the line? Was Kim Porter's silence to keep secrets hidden? And what does Kimora have to do with this dark and twisted tale?
Do you believe Diddy has something to do with Kim Porter's death?
Absolutely.
Kimora Simmons' connection to the tragic passing of Kim Porter has come to the forefront once again. After years of speculation and mystery, a new development might finally expose the truth. But at what cost?
Have these constant attacks is just kind of crazy.
It all started with Kim Porter's untimely death in 2018, which was ruled as pneumonia. But whispers have persisted that there's much more to the story. Sources close to Porter have come forward, revealing shocking details: bruises found on her body, her laptop and iPhone mysteriously missing, and a tell-all book about Diddy that was allegedly in the works.
How is it that there was no electronic products or gadgets around Kim's bed? Her laptop missing, her cell phone's missing.
And now, with rumors of Kimora Simmons leaking tapes and even testifying about Kim's death, things have taken a deadly turn. Witnesses say that Kimora has provided federal investigators with explosive information, putting her squarely in the crosshairs.
Is it true that Diddy broke Kim Porter's nose on that yacht and had to fly somebody in to fix it?
I do believe so. I wish I could go a little further into that, but I don't want to compromise where I got the information from.
But what exactly was on these tapes that Kim Porter left behind? And why has Diddy reportedly been scrambling to suppress any information that could tie him to her death? Recently, attorney Ariel Mitchell and her client, Courtney Burgess, stepped out of the federal courthouse with a bombshell. Speaking to TMZ, they revealed that Burgess has seen videos allegedly connecting Diddy to several shocking claims.
Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
Courtney, who says he was contacted by agents from the Department of Homeland Security, reportedly has access to evidence that may expose Diddy and his circle. One of the most unsettling details is that among these supposed files, Courtney claims to hold an unedited version of a diary that Kim Porter, Diddy's ex and the mother of his children, allegedly wrote before her tragic death.
You understand? It was more like a diary that was going to be turned into a book at first. And it talked about her nose being broken, that he hated her, that he was messing with young boys.
Now, this diary has remained a point of deep contention. Last year, a memoir surfaced online claiming to be based on Kim's own words. But soon after, her children denounced the book, dismissing it as an outright fabrication. And yet, Courtney insists the real diary might reveal the truths Kim Porter took to her grave.
It's 2 different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't?
It was a derivative work.
Meanwhile, with the arrest and indictment of rapper, producer, and media mogul Sean Diddy Combs on federal racketeering and STF-ficking charges, there is renewed interest in all aspects of his life and the people in it. This includes, of course, Kim Porter, Combs' ex-girlfriend, who tragically died in her Los Angeles home back in November 2018.
A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died.
Officers reportedly found the 47-year-old unresponsive, and she was pronounced dead. Initially, an autopsy was performed on Porter the next day, and according to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office, the cause of death was deferred pending additional tests. Then, in January 2019, the office concluded that she died of lobar pneumonia, listing the manner of death as natural as opposed to something like homicide. She had apparently gone into cardiac arrest. It was reported that she had been battling flu-like symptoms in the days leading up to her death, and water bottles, sports drinks, and Pedialyte were found in her bedroom. Days after her death, Sean Combs commented publicly about Porter's passing, writing on Instagram, "For the last 3 days, I've been trying to wake up out of this nightmare, but I haven't. I don't know what I'm going to do without you, baby. I miss you so much." He went on, "Today, I'm going to pay tribute to you. I'm going to try and find the words to explain our unexplainable relationship. We were more than best friends. We were more than soulmates. We were something else. I miss you so much. Super black love." Combs would reportedly tell Essence magazine the following year, "One night I was checking on her and she was like, 'Puffy, take care of my babies.'" She actually said that to him before she died. He has talked about Porter a lot over the years. For instance, in 2023, Combs claimed that Porter was the inspiration behind his love album, Off the Grid, even dedicating a song to her.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven, smiling down, watching us while we pray for you.
Despite everything that's already come out, there are tons of rumors swirling around about Kim Porter's death. Some pretty wild ones, in fact, about what might have really happened to her. Let's rewind a bit. Kim Porter and Sean Diddy Combs first started dating way back in the 90s. Their relationship was rocky from the start. They were on and off, broke up a few times, and even went through a custody battle over their son, Christian. Eventually, they got back together and had twin daughters, Delilah Starr and Jessie James. But in 2007, they called it quits for good after rumors of Diddy cheating. Despite the ups and downs, people say Kim and Diddy stayed on good terms for the sake of their kids, right up until her death. Now, here's where things take a serious twist. Porter's name recently popped up again in one of the SA lawsuits filed against Sean Combs. In this case, April Lampros, a woman from Diddy's past, claimed that one night in 1996, Diddy forced her and Kim Porter to take ecstasy and get intimate while he watched. Lampros says Diddy even invited her to Kim's birthday party, but when Kim found out, she allegedly got angry and jealous, then helped get Lampros fired from her job at a bar. All these shocking details have only added fuel to the rumors about Porter's passing, with some wondering if her death was really as simple as it was made to seem. And one of the biggest voices questioning this story? Al B. Sure, Porter's ex. His real name is Albert Joseph Brown, and he and Kim dated long before she met Diddy. Together, they had a son. After they split, Kim moved on to her high-profile relationship with Diddy, but Al B. Sure has hinted that he thinks there's more to Kim's death than we know. You see, Al B. Sure has never really accepted that the cause of Kim's death had to do with a lung infection, suggesting that Porter was running from something prior to her passing, and that he encouraged her to call the FBI for help. She had confided in him about how scared she was about someone, and that person was making life hard for her, and that's why he had suggested she look for legal help. But Kim might have been too scared to involve the police. Talking about that incident, Al took to social media and uploaded a photo of the former couple and captioned the shot. She sent me this saying, "Life imitating art. Art imitating life." Now it all makes sense. He added the hashtag star and tagged Fox, writing, "She told me other stuff too. She was running, I said call the FBI." It wasn't long after uploading the post that he edited the caption removing any mention of the FBI before he deleted it altogether. Additionally, in a since-deleted Instagram post, he wrote, "I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Lady KP's aka hashtag Kim Porter's Unalive and how it ripped the soul from my physical body. I was on my way to film the pre-show packages for the hashtag BT Awards with Tisha Campbell Martin and Tashina Arnold when I receive a call from PR icon hashtag Queenie Donaldson asking me if I was okay and did I hear the news. I had no clue. I do know very clearly that hashtag Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some BS, really. This is where I get in trouble. We just celebrated our son Quincy's new deal and Christmas special with Netflix, and she was in fantastic health as well, laughing seeing me and Diddy's mutual exchange at the theater. I'm going to leave it here. It was about this time that he also posted a since-deleted video claiming he was afraid he might be the next target since he was talking too much already, and also because he was close to Kim and knew a lot about her and her secrets. Obviously, his cryptic post raised more eyebrows since people were already raising questions and suspicions about what had happened to the beloved actress and model. What's more, after Combs' arrest on federal crimes charges, Brown posted on Instagram, "In a nutshell, Kimberly was allegedly taken from us because she was set on course to accomplish what Miss Cassie Ventura did by igniting the bonfire that brings us here today." Ventura, of course, is Combs' ex-girlfriend, who filed an SA and STF-ficking lawsuit against him last year, which spiraled into multiple other lawsuits and arguably the charges he now faces. Brown also wrote, "I'm writing this post to formally request an investigation into an entire group of individuals who worked at or around the residence of Miss Kimberly Porter, calling her death a tragic unalivement." Interestingly, there are reports that Al B. Shore has even increased his security after asking for an investigation. He was presented an award at the American Liver Foundation's National Legacy Gala in New York and, during his speech, said, "We even have Homeland Security in the building. Detective Jackson, good to see you." While it's unclear what he meant by this, it's notable considering that Homeland Security raided Combs' properties in LA and Miami, collecting evidence that federal prosecutors are now using in their criminal case against him. Meanwhile, Gene Deal, Combs' former bodyguard, also spoke on the Art of Dialogue podcast about this. According to Gene Deal, not a single detective inspected the scene thoroughly. In fact, coroners had already removed her body before detectives arrived, raising immediate suspicions. Why wasn't her death treated with the care and scrutiny it deserved? More disturbingly, Kim's phone, laptop, and other devices were all missing. These were essential tools for any mother to stay connected with her children. Why would all her personal items vanish?
How is it that there was no electronic products or gadgets around Kim's bed? Her laptop missing, her cell phones missing.
Was someone trying to erase something? Or worse, could her death have been part of a larger, more sinister plan? This is where things go from mysterious to downright horrifying. Gene Deal revealed in an interview that Kim's gold casket was ordered months before her passing. Yes, you heard that right. 2 months before she died, a casket was purchased in her name. Who orders a casket for someone months before their death? Unless they know what's coming.
I'm not no conspiracy theorist or none of this. But I heard, did you hear something like that, man? That her casket, how you order a gold casket 2 months before somebody died, man?
This revelation alone has sent fans into a frenzy, with many speculating that Diddy, a man with countless connections, may have orchestrated something far darker than anyone could imagine. Was Kim's death planned as part of a sacrificial ritual? And why, after this information came to light, has Al B. Sure dramatically increased his security?
Al knows that Puff has some powerful people, or has some powerful people around him, and some people doing some things for him that could danger his life.
Kim Porter's death should have sparked a full investigation, but it didn't. According to reports, the police never conducted a proper investigation. Her death was quickly ruled as natural, but critical details were overlooked. But that's not all. Kim was reportedly receiving a massage the night before she passed. With pneumonia? Who would allow a massage on someone with full-blown pneumonia?
Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia.
It's these details that have led many to believe that foul play was involved. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has been vocal about the darker side of Diddy's world. From the early 90s, Deal witnessed Diddy's influence and power firsthand. He even claims that Puff has connections to dangerous individuals who could make problems disappear. It's not just about the mysterious details surrounding Kim's death. Gene has hinted at Diddy's involvement in far more sinister activities, suggesting that Diddy's actions may not be entirely human. In fact, there are whispers in Hollywood that Diddy has been involved in satanic rituals, a claim that many of his detractors are now taking seriously.
What he should be trying to do right now is work his way towards God now. for real, and not that devil we've been worshiping, that those people got him believing, you understand, that's the true God.
Kim's untimely death, the missing electronics, the lack of a proper investigation, and the chilling fact that her casket was ordered months before, this all points toward a larger, more horrifying theory. Fans, and even some insiders, have begun speculating that Kim's death may have been a sacrifice, a ritual offering that would grant Diddy something in return. This theory gained even more traction when rumors surfaced that Diddy may have participated in Illuminati-like rituals. Could Kim Porter have been sacrificed in exchange for something? Fame, power, or protection? Persistent conspiracy theories surrounding Diddy's alleged involvement in Kim Porter's death have been circulating for years, but things have taken an even darker turn. Recently, Diddy's daughters have reportedly begun questioning the circumstances surrounding their mother's sudden and tragic passing. As if that wasn't enough, the twins' nanny has now filed a lawsuit against Diddy, alleging wrongful termination, sparking even more controversy. The rap mogul is no stranger to public scrutiny, but this time, the accusations are hitting close to home. The lawsuit paints a chilling picture of a man trying to control not only his image, but also the narrative surrounding Kim's death. Anonymous sources have reached out to a YouTuber with inside information, claiming to have key details about why the nanny was fired. Here's what the email had to say.
Twin girls having questions about the passing of their mother. So to make a long story short, they don't believe their mother passed away.
The explosive email revealed that the nanny's firing wasn't just about her personal life. It may have been tied to her and Diddy's daughters digging into Kim's death. The sudden termination happened just as the nanny and the twins were reportedly getting too close to uncovering uncomfortable truths about what really happened to their mother.
When Diddy found out that the nanny was digging for information by questioning the twins about anything that stood out to them that was strange leading up to their mother's passing, they implicated that Diddy seemed to...
According to sources, Diddy's decision to let the nanny go was fueled by rising panic. It seems the thought of anyone, especially his own daughters, delving too deep into Kim Porter's death rattled him enough to take drastic action. But the story doesn't end there. The nanny, now referred to in the lawsuit as Jane Roe, has come forward with her own claims. Shockingly, she is not just any employee. She is Kim Porter's own niece. Adding to the gravity of the situation, she was the first person to find Kim's body on November 15, 2018, after she returned to the home following a school run for the twins. It was Kim's niece who made the devastating discovery that has haunted the Porter family since.
Diddy has seen a sudden change in the demeanor of the twins since the nanny was put in place.
The fact that Kim's niece has taken legal action against Diddy for wrongful termination makes this case all the more personal and emotionally charged. Roe claims that she was essentially living at Diddy's mansion, providing round-the-clock care for the twins. But things took a drastic turn when she informed Diddy that she was pregnant. She alleges that Diddy reacted with rage, upset not only because of her pregnancy, but also because she was unwed. Roe says Diddy made it clear that her situation set a bad example for his daughters. The irony here is hard to ignore. Diddy, a father of 7 kids from multiple relationships, criticizing his nanny for an out-of-wedlock pregnancy. It's raised eyebrows with people questioning what was really behind her firing. Legal documents obtained by TMZ show that the nanny, identified as Roe, is suing Diddy, claiming wrongful termination despite being a dedicated caretaker. Diddy's team, however, insists she was fired for other reasons. But Roe's choice to go public with her identity, despite fears of backlash, gives the case an eerie twist. She's openly expressed that she's desperate to preserve the privacy I have left and is terrified of potential physical harm. The timing of this lawsuit, along with whispers about Diddy's possible connection to Kim Porter's death, has people talking. Rumors say Kim was preparing to publish a tell-all book that could reveal some of Diddy's darkest secrets. Shortly before her passing, she had reportedly confided in close friends about her desire to expose what went on in Diddy's world, which has led many to wonder if her death was truly an accident. And then there's the matter of the coroner. Apparently, the original coroner found suspiciously high levels of toxins in Kim's system and flagged several red flags worth investigating. But after Diddy allegedly stepped in, that coroner was replaced. The official story was changed to death by pneumonia, and the case was closed.
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
To make matters more suspicious, the former coroner later passed away under mysterious circumstances, adding another layer to the tangled web of intrigue surrounding Kim's death. Could there be more to this than meets the eye? Kim's family, too, has raised questions about her final days. According to those close to her, Kim expressed concerns about her health and wanted to see her regular doctor. But for reasons that remain unclear, her physician was unreachable. Instead, Diddy allegedly arranged for her to meet a different doctor. This decision has raised eyebrows and fueled speculation that something more sinister may have been at play.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body.
Friends of Kim have also come forward, claiming they had tried to reach her doctor, who later denied ever being contacted by Kim. This has led to whispers that Diddy may have orchestrated events to prevent Kim from getting the help she needed, possibly even poisoning her to silence her for good. With each new revelation, it seems like the pieces of this complex puzzle are starting to fit together. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has also dropped hints about the mogul's darker side. Deal's comments suggest that Diddy's well-crafted public persona may hide a much more sinister reality. Adding to the web of deceit and manipulation, it's crucial to remember that Diddy is the same individual who betrayed Kim by engaging in an extramarital affair while she was pregnant with their child. The depth of the betrayal intensifies when considering that, in addition to infidelity, he subjected Kim to verbal, emotional, and even physical AB.
When Kim was alive, he was with every chick, every dude, whoever he wanted to be with, when Kim was alive. Praying with them, doing whatever he had to do.
Regardless of the actual facts, Diddy's pattern of deceit continues as he consistently misleads people. He even went so far as to leave what appears to be a disingenuous and insincere note for his ex on Instagram, adding another layer to the narrative of manipulation and falsehood. He wrote, "Every day we celebrate you and thank God for blessing us with the time we shared together. Thank you for making me smile for a lifetime. You've made me a better father and a better man. I'm so grateful for all the moments, the memories, the laughs, and the love." Turning our attention back to the nanny, supposedly identified as Joan Rowe, disturbingly claims that she is facing threats from Diddy. This alleged behavior aligns with a pattern where Diddy resorts to manipulation and intimidation when individuals resist his control. If history is any indication, once Diddy initiates such tactics, navigating the ensuing complexities becomes an arduous task for those involved.
Listen, Puffy's tricking is legendary, and if you become one of his girlfriends, baby, you will tell tales to your grandchildren about what you had, who you met, and how you did it.
Remember, Joan is the person who witnessed Kim's lifeless body. It's possible that Joan had uncovered the real reason behind Kim's death, which Diddy has been desperately trying to hide. Allegedly, Kim was not discovered unconscious in her bed. Instead, she was found on the floor of her bathroom. If they did find her in bed, it was possibly because she had been moved there intentionally. There was blood found on Kim's pillowcases and a slight trail of blood on the bedroom floor leading to the bathroom. Despite this evidence, Diddy and his associates continue to claim that Kim's death was due to pneumonia and that she passed away peacefully.
Her sleep, then they should explain why there was blood found on Kim's pillowcases and also a slight trail of blood on the bedroom floor that led to the bathroom.
So it seems Joan was indeed the first to see the bloodstains and bravely reported this to the media. This likely prompted Diddy to fire her without any valid reason and subsequently threatened Joan and her family to keep silent. However, Joan remained steadfast and fearlessly exposed everything she knew about Kim's death. Adding to the unsettling nature of the case, the initial coroner involved in publicizing findings about Kim Porter's death has been reported as found deceased.
I've been told that he was the head of the snake into the investigation of the passing of Kim Porter. And not only that, y'all, he was the one who initially found something problematic.
In any case, with growing public outcry, many are calling for Kim Porter's case to be reopened. The missing pieces, the suspicious casket order, and the lack of a proper investigation are all points that fans believe need to be revisited. But the question remains, will authorities ever take another look at the case, or will Kim Porter's death remain another unsolved mystery in Hollywood's dark underbelly? Only time will tell. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.